My name is Michael, and I'm a homosexual. Times are tough. But we've all been discovering creative ways to maintain positive attitudes. I found myself adapting to the changing sexual climate by engaging in phone sex. I'd try 976-fuck, 976-suck, and, well, they were fun for a while. But something was missing. I was touching my body, but not my soul. And then I found 976-dish.
976-dish. I know it all, I see it all, and I tell it all.
Any person who's taken time to study the image of his own kind realizes very soon that every atom contains elements of Eve.
Being a man.
And every Eve harbors traces of Adam.
Being a woman.
Physically, as well as psychologically.
Being a man.
The borders of human gender are as blurred as tracks in a snowstorm.
Being a woman.
But despite this, any person who strays noticeably across these boundaries
it's all about life.
Is placed in a grey world regarded by human nature with a mixture of revulsion and fascination.
Can you believe that?
You better check it out by yourself. Come over. That's it.
Come on, let's change sex. Mike. Dick.
I've been dressing up in high heels ever since I was 3 years old.
Surprise, it's a man.
Bonsoir. Chérie, are you lesbian?
I'm a man.
J'ai commencé très jeune à être attiré par tout ce qui ne m'était pas destiné. Comme les chaussures à talons, les bigoulis, les fossiles.
Yo soy una mujer, como pretendo.
Wait!
No, soy una mujer, ¿o no? Dime, cariño.
Get a load of this.
Je suis née du sexe masculin et je suis du sexe féminin.
Bonjour. I'm trying to teach Melanie French. Andrew's becoming such a little man. He's so masculine at such a young age. Look at those broad shoulders.
Queen, 10 points. For a club.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, it's for you. Daddy's calling from jail.
You lose again. Gotta put your wig back on.
Then comes the major surgery, the removal of the man and the formation of the woman. A woman born at the age of 24.
A new life is begun.
Coccinelle, je l'ai connue à ses débuts quand elle passait à l'Alcazar. Alors je vais vous dire, ça combien ça fait 40. Ça fait qu'à une 40 piges à peu près. 40 piges. Un canon, hein. C'était le début. Ouais, c'était transformé. Enfin, transsexuel, je sais pas quoi. Premier transsexuel. Ah ouais, canon. C'est que coccinelle?
J'ai appris quoi?
Coccinelle.
Oui, toujours, je suis toujours là, je suis pas encore morte. Je suis morte de faim, c'est tout.
Moi aussi. Je vous ai connu à vos débuts.
Attention, pas d'année. À mes débuts à l'Alcazar.
À l'Alcazar, il a fait 35 ans.
Oh, il l'a dit, c'était pas moi, c'était ma mère il y a 35 ans.
Non, vous étiez resté gravé dans ma mémoire. Et quand j'ai appris que vous êtes... Non, je vous lis.
Vous êtes mariés? Je priais tous les jours pour être une femme. J'étais mal née. C'est une erreur de la nature, tout simplement. Puis l'occasion est arrivée, ça s'est passé, alors je trouve que c'est extraordinaire. Ça vient d'ailleurs.
pas vraiment ce dont j'ai l'air. Vous me jugez, comment dire, insolite. Alors regardez-moi en long, en large et en travers.
Moi, je ne me considère pas du tout, comme on dit maintenant, ce mot transsexuel que je déteste en plus. Parce que trans, ça me fait penser à transit. Ça voudrait, en réalité, ça voudrait être en transit de sexe. Une fois qu'on est opéré, on n'est plus en transit de sexe. On est une femme, après c'est tout, ça s'arrête là. Le plus beau souvenir, c'est quand je me suis réveillée, que le docteur m'a dit « Ça s'est bien passé, maintenant je peux vous dire bonjour mademoiselle ».
Cherchez, cherchez la femme. Voyez, je ne cache rien, cherchez bien. En moi, tout le proclame. Que le mot féminin vraiment me convient.
Enfin, je pouvais vivre, respirer, marcher dans la rue sans complexe.
Et même ceux qui nous blâment, un jour change de vie, c'est la vie. Cherchez, cherchez la femme. Et si vous la trouvez, et si vous la trouvez, et si vous la trouvez, vous en serez ravis.
The homosexual, it is true, at times does adopt the clothing or the makeup of a woman to lure members of his own sex. But this is not so for the transvestite. The transvestite is not interested in those of their own sex. The clothing is not worn to attract the attention of their own sex, but to eliminate themselves from being a member of that sex.
Te voy a decir una cosa, la mente es más fuerte que todo en el cuerpo. Cuando tú tienes 10 o 11 años y te masturbas y no sale nada, pero tienes esa sensación, ¿me entiendes? O sea que para mí ver que saliera eso era masculino, era horrible, era una cosa horrorosa para mí. Yo castrarme porque es limpio, para mí es limpio y sexualmente soy una persona muy activa y estoy muy satisfecha con lo que he hecho y con lo que he logrado.
I have enough money to go through the sex change, and I live only 30 miles from Johns Hopkins. But it's the last thing I would want. I know that I'm a drag queen, I've been a drag queen for a long time, I've been gay for a long time. But I certainly do not want to become a girl, even if I could have a baby.
La feminidad entendida como la supermujer, con zapato de tacón, muy maquillada, muy teñida, muy cuidada y muy vestida. Quiero decir, esa la representa más el travesti que la mujer, porque la mujer, afortunadamente para ella, ahora mismo no tiene la obligación de ir puesta todo el día, porque eso es muy incómodo. Entonces, quiero decir, esa feminidad casi elevada al paroxismo, o la feminidad espectacular, le pertenece más al travesti porque la mujer no necesita demostrar nada y esos son armas que utiliza solo de vez en cuando. Lo que pasa es que hay gente que le gusta más la representación de lo femenino que lo femenino.
Our motto, glamour first, glamour last, glamour always. It's a sleek new world for today's new, improved woman.
Oh, I'm so sick of this wig, Shannon. I need a new look. Will you help me?
You know it, girl.
Throughout the 80s and the 90s, women started losing their glamour, whereas in old Hollywood, through the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, women were very fashionable, there was a lot of glamour, and women used glamour as the source of their power. And in America, through the 80s and 90s, women started losing that attachment to glamour and beauty, and they wanted to be like men.
Very Barbarella.
They wanted equality between the sexes, and that search for equality has resulted in a loss of women's power through glamour and sex appeal. And I think the message of drag is to get back to that kind of glamour and sex appeal and power.
Oh, brother. Can I help you, miss?
Yes. I want to look like Sharon Stone.
Miss, I don't think Sharon Stone is quite your type. I think you're more Nana Muscori. I think you need something with a certain pizzazz, a certain punch. Yes, definitely, a certain punch.
Look at you. You're a mess. I want you to take this beauty booster.
Thank you.
Glamour.
I'm gonna help you to the top. I'm gonna make you the biggest star the world has ever seen. I love you, baby. I love you. Well, you don't even know what love is, do you, you asshole?
Glamour. Beautiful feelings. That's what glamour is.
There she is, the most beautiful sister model in all the world. But not this way. Not your way.
Glamour. El glamour es esa magia que consigue mover masas y que no me maten, o sea, que acepten todo, que conquistarnos, ¿no? Ese ángel que se tiene o no se tiene, tú lo tienes. Tú lo sabes también, ya nos hubieran matado a las dos hace mucho tiempo, si no.
Ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one queen. And now, it's up to the judges.
Je suis une illusion.
I am beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful.
Illusion optique. Tout est faux. Tout est faux, je suis en plastique.
Para mí el glamour es la cosa más femenina que hay. A mí la cosa femenina me encanta y trato de corregirlo lo más posible porque al no ser mujer de nacimiento, pues yo creo que todas las transexuales en la vida, en el mundo, tratan de corregirse lo más posible, ¿me entiendes? Pero nosotros al no ser mujeres, pues tenemos que cada detalle, o sea, every little detail.
Very little makeup, just a touch of mascara. But very little. Maquillage. I have mine very little maquillage.
Je cherche pas à être une femme, je cherche à être un idéal féminin. En fait, c'est deux choses complètement différentes parce que je pense que d'exprimer une féminité, c'est vraiment exacerber une féminité, en fait.
Drag has always come in vogue and out of vogue. I think that it has been a bona fide theatrical device since the beginning of time. Shakespearean theater, the theater of ancient Greece, kabuki theater in Japan. It's larger than life and it's entertaining.
It's not the excitement of being in women's clothes. I don't enjoy wearing these things. They're not particularly comfortable. A corset is not comfortable. But when everything's on, the final look in the mirror, when it's all together, that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes drag queens as opposed to transvestites. Transvestites you find, in the bars. They like this wearing the lingerie and, wearing the feminine things. They go and they buy women's watches. I don't need a woman's watch. I can't see a woman's watch. It's too small. I like big things. Big. The bigger the better. Everything. The bigger it is, the better it is for drag. C'est moi, c'est plus moi. petite fille, vierge. We had to dress up for a wedding. We had to dress up for a wedding. I don't know, where are they? They're somewhere here. Here, we had to dress like little children. So, well, my concept of little kids. But it was so wonderful to discover corsets because it changes your appearance so much.
Hourglass.
Even women don't have figures like this.
Do you wear a Wonder Bra?
Oh, I wear any size tits. Oh, too much,
tight?
loose, and that.
With the white boa. Very
Faudrait douer.
Wow!
Ça change beaucoup les cheveux, n'est-ce pas?
Late at night, you dress up in your gear, your costume. You create your own little piece of theater. You're playing a game. You put on a mask. Become the director yourself. And you go out in the nightclub as your stage. You're acting the diva, you're acting the film star, or whatever it is you want to be, you know. Then you create an image out of your alter egos, I would say. Put a label on yourself. Who do you want to be? What kind of woman do you want to be?
You know it's party time tonight.
Fortune wheel goes round and round. Spin, girl, spin. Drown your inner screams by dancing all around your dreams. When you try to sleep, pray the Lord your soul to keep. Ah, baby, he couldn't catch the wind. Spin, girl, spin. Come on, girls. Come on. Ready? Yeah. Yeah. Tell her Major to hurry up. Tell her to hurry up.
Are you thinking this? Are you thinking this?
After 12 o'clock at night, the bells of freedom is ringing, and you can go out and you can hide in this world of freaks, you know? You're safe in the dark.
You stupid nerd. Where the hell are you? You know, I'm just sitting here waiting for you. Of course you have to go to the wrong party. You know, you should really get over here as soon as possible, as soon as you listen to this message. Oh, by the way, please wear your wonderful blue shirt, one with the dots on it. You know, I love it. It's gonna match.
Hello?
Hey guys again. Hi France. Viva la France.
Witch doctor, witch doctor, the witch doctor, the witch doctor, the witch doctor.
I don't want to get killed. I have to excuse myself.
The drag movement is definitely like a spearheading of a whole new attitude of even the way like you're going to start looking at people. And dress even, and I think it's exciting for the gay world. Well, we're like the spearheads of, especially drag artists, are the spearheads of a gay movement. We're like the tip, like the shaman priests. We're like high priestesses.
TV.
Can you look on it before you get it?
TV.
The details too.
Bizarre. Kinky.
Okay, and the person with the bag of
The sex is not important as far as drag is concerned. It is almost a detachment of your sexuality. You become a neutral being, you know. If you're gonna combine sex with drag, the drag in itself has to turn you on, which is not the case for me and which is not the case for most drag queens. You don't dress up as a woman because it turns you on. It's another kind of urge, you know.
Let's do it. I'm a tired transsexual at this point of the night.
If you feel that you're a woman, you're not necessarily attracted to gay men. You're attracted to straight men. A straight man wants a woman, obviously, and a gay man wants a man who's a real man. So where do you find your lover, you know?
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone.
Motherfuckers.
All drag queens want is love, and they try to get that love by being sexy and beautiful.
She's trashy and glamorous and proud of being trashy. It was his first time he played a victim. I mean, really, he looked terrible. He looked like a fat housewife. And I thought that was great because no drag queens try to look like that. They always try to look like Vegas or beauty queens or that kind of thing. But to me, what became more provocative, the only thing we could do with Divine, after scaring people with Divine, which was the beginning, like your worst nightmare, a drag queen busting in the window with a chainsaw to cut up your children, really, was the look we were after. But after we had done that, you couldn't top that. So the only way to make Divine shocking was to play the kind of woman that no drag queen would ever want to be dressed as. So Divine was really doing punk drag 20 years ahead of that word.
I like being drag because there's no limits. You know, it's like being a punk rocker.
Yeah.
They don't. The society expects nothing of you. They think you're crazy already, so you don't have to fit into anything. You know, it's like being a child. I love it.
Drag is the punk of the 90s. What punk did in the 70s, like the attitude, the shaking, the idea of shaking things up. That's what drag is doing right now, too.
Yo soy Psicosis, la reina del insulto, la dueña de tus sueños, la más cerda del mundo. Yo soy Psicosis, me puedes insultar, me puedes volver loca, pero no me saciarás. Sed de hombres, psicosis en acción, me agarro a lo que puedo, yo soy carne de cañón. Soy perversa, viciosa como una rata, mujer de una sola noche, serpiente que se resbala.
¿Cómo te definirías a ti misma?
como un fenómeno social, directamente.
Un fenómeno de agitación.
Totalmente, claro.
De mucha agitación,
en
¿no?
todos los sentidos. De la psiquis, del cuerpo, de todo.
¿Por qué te echaron de Argentina?
Por terrorista.
¿Qué tipo de terrorismo?
Robar plátanos en los mercados.
¿Y qué hacías con ellos?
Bueno, hacía un número porno con una piña de plátanos que me penetraba entera, toda la piña. Estos son jamones de España, jamones de España. Aquí la voz, mira, huevos para la voz, huevos para la voz.
¿Tú qué comes para estar así, tener esa piel?
No, verduras nada más. Pepino,
natural
mucho pepino.
¿O cocinado?
No, el natural, el secreto de mi cutis es los baños de esperma.
¿Sí?
Siempre tengo 2 o 3 chulos que se corren en mi cara, ¿no? Y entonces, cuando esto se seca, agua, mucha agua y así, mira, ni polvo tengo, es mi piel esta.
Es para ti.
Para mí una zanahoria. Aquí no, a ella le va mejor. Una zanahoria, mira la zanahoria que tengo, qué zanahoria.
¿Por qué psicosis? ¿Porque eres una esquizofrénica?
Totalmente, y transmito la psicosis que tienen todos, la del dinero, la del sexo, la del amor, la de... toda la psicosis, uno tiene psicosis.
Yo soy la violación genital, el rayo que te ha de fulminar. Soy la violencia pura, que sin más curvas oscuras, pensando en el orgasmo que te voy a provocar. De pasión, siempre de pasión. De emoción, siempre de emoción. De pasión, siempre de pasión. Hoy quiero cometer pecado mortal.
El travestí es una labor revulsiva que yo creo que es buena y saludable para cualquier época y para cualquier sociedad. Es decir, la sociedad no ha cambiado tanto con respecto al año 70, cuando yo vi los primeros travestís. Ha cambiado, pero no en ese sentido. Los travestís siguen siendo seres absolutamente marginales y que a muchos partidos les gustaría que les cortara la cabeza. Entonces, en ese sentido, sigue siendo una apuesta muy radical de modo de vivir, aunque a mí ese modo de vivir, sí los conozco mucho, a lo mejor ya me aburra, pero y siguen teniendo un valor muy revulsivo, que yo creo que eso sí es muy positivo.
Do you like drag queens?
Yeah, sometimes. They could be good people.
You're not embarrassed
Embarrassed of what?
being a lady and you're a man?
No, I think it's fun.
Everyone keep on looking at you.
Why are they looking at me?
Because I don't think I would like to ask that.
It's something called the freakazoids.
Oh, I'm like a freakazoid. What's a freakazoid?
It's like strange people. Like strange people. Like that.
That's okay, I support freakazoids. Well, yeah, I like them.
I hate them.
We spoke.
There's a lot of gay men who wants to be embraced by the straight middle class. They want to be accepted, they want to walk on parades and hold the hand of the mayor. And of course for them, drag is a disturbing part because we are not normal. We do not fit in and should make no such attempts. But for, the conservative, kind of proper gay male who wants to be accepted and who wants the gay subculture to become some kind of middle class, cute thing, can't accept the way we are because we go against what they stand for.
I think gay people are outlaws. They're meant to be outsiders, and I don't believe that gay people will ever be 100% legitimate. And I think we need drag queens to keep pushing that edge of marginality and to show the world that homosexuality can be very different and very special.
The heterosexual are appropriating the drag movement and making it safe for the middle class, and I'm against that. Drag should threaten the middle class.
history goes that drag queens were the ones who picked up paving stones and fought back against the police in 1969 when the Stonewall Inn was raided. So the gay movement really owes it to the drag queens for starting the whole movement. And I don't think a lot of modern gay people appreciate that fact. I think a lot of people are still kind of phobic about drag, and they treat it like this freakish phenomenon. It sort of brings up issues that they have about their own masculine and feminine identity crises.
¿Cómo me sitúo yo en el mundo gay? Gay, 100%. Soy una mujer gay. Una mujer gay.
Every city you go to, you find some drag queens. Some are great, some are not, but there's people trying, you know. There's definitely a drag culture in any city, cosmopolitan, there's definitely a drag culture.
In the beginning of the 90s, it was accepted as an art form. It was accepted as a lifestyle, as something you are. It's not about impersonating anymore. You don't do Marilyn Monroe anymore. You don't do Liza Minnelli or Judy Garland, whatever. You perform as yourself, with your own ideas and with your own style.
Arme strecken und strecken und strecken. Und vorbeugen, vorbeugen.
The Le Bardot. Come on in.
Good God, they're back.
You are out there and you're watching. Drag is a tremendous business in New York City. Drag is going to become big in Europe. So stock up on your false eyelashes and buy fabulous wigs, get somebody working on those gowns, because I guarantee if you're a little 15-year-old guy out there and you want to get into the dress and heels, by the time you're 20, 25 years old, they're going to have like a union for drag queens, and you're going to be able to go out there and make an honest living and not feel bad about yourself.
Now we're going to the future, wherever they'll let us in.
The drag movement is definitely futuristic. It's an art form that we're entering into the 21st century. So the drag world is definitely futuristic.
I think what will happen next really is the drag has to go into a new dimension to scare people again. I think people are getting used to drag. That's the only thing I worry about the movement, that it has to come up with a new, clever twist on it. Now, I haven't seen too many drag queens that are heavily pierced and tattooed, but I'm sure that's next. Or drag queens that decide later to be lesbians. You know, when it really gets confusing, where they have breasts and a dick, but they're a lesbian this week, and then they decide to be a drag queen on Top Man. You know, when it really gets in there, where it takes you about a week to figure out, who am I possibly going to sleep with this person? What could you possibly do?
The transvestite. can't take my love. Take me, you 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 can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me. You can't take me. Take me, you can't take me.
Thank you. Bonsoir. Au revoir, chérie. À demain.